Hello creative minds, welcome to Style by Marvel Greg, where we share pattern drafting, sewing tutorial and everything fashion related. And on today's project, I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful corporate top, just like you're seeing here in this video. If this looks like what you're interested in, then do well to watch this video to the end, as I'll be sharing tips and hacks on how to go about this in a simple way. Let's go about it. So for this project, I made use of a black thick fabric, and I'm just cutting it out now for the front using my widest measurement plus extra 3 inches. So after folding it, is a fold of 2, so we are cutting for the front first. So I'm just going to go ahead and impute my basic measurement. So I'll mark my shoulder measurement of 8 inches, and I'll go down and also mark my bust point. I'll mark my under bust, and I'll also mark my waistline and my top length. So the top length is dependent on how long you want the top to be. For me, I did about, I think, 27 inches because I wanted it to be long. So I'll just go ahead and highlight all my lines just like I'm doing here. And I went down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, then 8 inches for my chest line. So at that point, I just went ahead to rule a straight line to align with my shoulder line that I marked upwards. Then I'll get the midpoint, which is 4 inches, then go down by about out by 0.5. Then my chest line, I measured my round bust measurement to connect. So this is just like our basic bodice measurement that we're trying to do here. You should be familiar with this. So this tutorial is a little bit advanced, but if you follow me through, you will understand how I went about it. So I just went ahead to mark my basic measurement of my bust point, round bust divided by 4. I marked it, did the same for my waistline. Then at the top length, I marked my round hip divided by 4, and I marked it. So I'm not going to be including any inches for that, but I'm going to be adding that to this dress. Yes, I'm going to be adding that to this dress. So that way, I just want to have the dress a little bit snatched because I'm not going to be making it as a corset. So the only way I can make it snatch, which is my method that I've used before, is to just take out about 0.5 inches dart, but I'm not adding any dart allowance for the dress, but I will take out a dart. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So for the neckline, I went ahead to do 3 inches by 1 inches. Because I'm going to be doing like a slanted, like an off shoulder. So I just went ahead to just do my normal neckline, and I'll go ahead and impute my off shoulder much later by the time I've joined my front and my back, so that we don't end up having one side off shoulder and one side not off shoulder. It usually happens. So this is how I usually go about it to prevent that. So for my back piece, I've gone ahead to place my front piece on another piece, ensuring that I left about 1.5 inches for zipper allowance, and I placed it like so. So I'm just going to go ahead and extend my waistline. So from that waistline, I'm taking about 0.5 inches for the curve of my to take out zipper bulge. I later took out another extra inches, about 3 inches at that point, because I wanted the zipper to not bulge too much. I didn't include that to it, so I just wanted to manipulate it in a kind of way. So for the neckline for the back, I did just 1 inches, and I went ahead to notch my zipper point, and I'll just cut out for the rest, following through the first piece pattern that we've marked. So that's basically it. So you can go ahead and cut out your lining piece. So this is me trying to include my darts. I did a bust dart, so I just went ahead to mark and impute it for my front pattern. And I'll go ahead and take out my darts before we come back, and I will go ahead and also mark the darts at the other side. So I will use my pin to be able to know where I'm supposed to mark, and I'll just go ahead and transfer the darts to the other side as well, just like I'm doing here. So this fabric is very thick, and I won't be using a lining for it. I'll just be using a bias tape to turn out my neckline and the down part of this dress. And that's basically it, guys. You can go ahead and include your dart, and I'll come back to show you. So this is what it looks like. This is my front piece. So I'm going to be joining the shoulder of my front piece and my back piece. Why I'm doing this, like I said, is to just enable us to get our off shoulder very well. So I'll just go ahead and I'll pin my zipper points. I'll pin my zipper point together, and I'll go ahead and align it. So I've gone ahead to sew the shoulders like so, and this is what we have. So the next step now is to just slant for off shoulder. So for the off shoulder, I took out about 5 inches from one of the shoulders. So if you want your off shoulder to fall very well, you can do as low as 6-7 inches, but for me 5 inches was okay. So from that point of one of my shoulders, I just used a straight rule to just give it a curve, just like I did, and that's how my off shoulder came about. So I'm just going to cut that part out, and I'll go ahead and use my bias tip to close up the neckline. But before I close up my neckline, I'm going to fix my zipper. So I'm going to fix my zipper this way. I'll use that bias to just close the rough edge of my zipper at the back area, that is at the top back area. So this is what it looks like. So next now is to impute my zipper first before using my bias tape to turn out my neckline. So if you are using a lining for this, you can just go ahead and use your lining to turn everything out, which is very much easier, but I didn't use a lining for this. So this is what it looks like. Like I said, I'll just go ahead and mark out the excess, and I'll go ahead and impute my zipper. So after imputing my zipper, this is what it looks like, and I've gone ahead to also close up the rough edges using my bias tape to close up my neckline. So the next step now is to go ahead and work on our front design, which is very much easy. So determine the side you want your design to be, and just go ahead and just curve, just do a freehand and curve it. This is pretty much easy. Just keep doing it until you get exactly what you want. So you can see I did the first one, I didn't like it, so I did the second one and it was looking good, and I went with the second one. So just cut it slantly like the way I'm doing it here. Then after cutting it, I'm going to use a bias tape to turn everything, both the front and the back out. Okay, so I'll just turn everything and I'll close the sides of my dress. So next we're going to work on our sleeve. So this is what I have left of my fabric. So I'm just going to go ahead and measure my round sleeve. This is what our dress looks like. I'll measure my round sleeve, and I'll also measure the other side as well. So after measuring my round sleeve, I have the sleeve length I have here is about 10 inches. So for my bicep, I went down by 4.5 inches, and I'm going to curve it to the upper part until I get exactly what I need for my round armhole. Okay, so I'll just keep measuring and keep adjusting until I get what I want, and after getting what I want, I'll just go ahead and cut out. Now this is going to be like a guide for you to be able to get your off shoulder. So by the time you are done getting your round armhole, after cutting out, you just keep one sleeve for the other side. Then for the off shoulder side, you just take out your 4.5 inches bicep. So just take out that curvy part and let it be straight. So that other part should be straight. So you can see I just took out that 4.5 inches from one of my sleeve and I cut it out. Now this one is now going to sit on the off shoulder parts, and ensure that you mark it so that you know which one is the upper part and which one is the down part. So I'll close both sleeves down and side, and I'll go ahead and fix it on my dress. And that's basically it for this tutorial. So for extra design, I went ahead to cut out two straps. So I'll just go ahead and place it on the shoulder, and I will top stitch it. One side, it will be longer than the other side, just to give it a little bit of style. So for the design and the down part, I use like a gum and At this point, I can't really remember the name of this, but if you just go to the market, you show them that they'll give you, it's like a design. I can't really remember the name at this point. So I just used my gum and I went ahead to lay this all around the down part just to give this black dress a little bit of style and beauty. So I just did this all the way to the other end neatly. I was taking it step by step, so don't rush this part so that it comes out really looking really nice. So I just went ahead to do this, and you can go ahead and bead if you are up for it. You can bead the tips to give it a nice looking shape. So this is what it looks like by the time I was done, guys. And I hope you learned something from this video, and I'll be seeing you in my next tutorial. Bye.